See this? This is what I do every day. Hey everybody, good to see you. I'm in the kitchen during the middle of the week, middle of the day, because we all know why. I don't know about you all, but my family really loves chili dogs. So I'm gonna make chili dogs, but we usually just use bean chili. And I've tried to make chili dog chili once before, and it was just okay. So I was doing some research and I'm gonna try a couple of recipes, and all of them seem to include ketchup and mustard, and it's pretty simple, and of course no beans. So I'm gonna do that in the Instapot today. So, cause it just seems like a great idea, and the Instapot will work great for what I want it to do in the end result, which is fast. And then I will make a different variation of chili dogs, which maybe you've never done before. Kind of like a taquito, but with a hot dog in the middle. I'll probably use flour tortillas for this because it makes it more bready, like a hot dog bun. It's really good. I did it once before. You just make it like a taquito, put the chili on top of it, and then top it with all your favorite things, cheese and onions and whatnot. So I'm gonna get started on the chili, and I have my ingredients all out and ready to go. I found a couple of different recipes that I'm gonna reference. That's what I usually do. I reference recipes. I never follow the recipe. So thank you to all those people on the intranets that did all the research already and wrote the recipe out. That really helps all of us in our daily life. So basic ingredients are gonna be garlic, onion. I might not use this. I might use dried onion just because I want some onion to put on top. It is the only one that I have. I don't have tomato sauce, so I'm gonna use a little bit of tomato paste and extra water because it will make it a little bit thick. Worcestershire sauce, Worcestershire, however you want to say it. Dove sauce, it's Dove sauce. Chili powder, paprika, ketchup, and mustard. So this sounds like a good idea because I know our family, we like to put mustard on our chili dogs. So it's usually like the mustard on the inside and then put the chili on top and all the other good things. So this seems good to me, and it seems pretty traditional. I found some recipes that just had the ketchup. So we'll see how it goes, and hopefully it turns out good, and hopefully it's something I can make in my Instapot and prep because this kind of stuff freezes really well. And then we just get out a quart bag and we have chili dogs ready to go, like quick, easy meal in our house. So I'm pretty excited about this one, and I hope it comes out really good, but I think it will because the recipes look pretty good, and I'll link them down in the scripty for you to look at, and I'll also make the changes that I did. So, because I can't help myself. I have to change things. I have to make it more difficult. So here we go. Begins. Wait. So I'm gonna start the Instapot on the saute function for the onions and the garlic. Oh, the onion eyes. Okay, so I saw this on multiple recipes, and I understand why you want that meat to be very smooth and not chunky, just like when you make chunky chili. So I have my bowl. I'm gonna put my defrosted ground beef in there and cover it with water. So, and then you're gonna break it up in the water. So I'm gonna do that, and that's, I'm letting my onions and my garlic sweat it out in the Instapot. I'm gonna cover up my meat here. So I did a few cups of water, but I'm probably not gonna put all the water in with the chili. We'll see, because I am using tomato paste, so I don't want it to be too thick. I want it to be a little saucy, kind of like marinara sauce in a way. But I could always thicken it up later if I want to. So we're just letting all that come together. Now it's gonna get really disgusting right now. I mean, it's working, but ew. Like, that does not look appetizing at all. It's raw hamburger soup. Ew. This is the best can opener I've ever had. I've gone through a lot. I don't know why it's so hard to find a good one. Thank you, Pioneer Woman. Gonna get all the rest of my ingredients ready because it's gonna happen pretty quick now. Use my little belly spatula. Cutest spatula ever. Okay, the garlic and onions look pretty good. I'm gonna brown up the meat a little bit, and I have to take it out of the water with my hands because that seems like the easiest way at this point, so. Yeah. Oh, this is terrible. I'm thinking I'm just gonna pour it in there. I might need all that water. That is the thing about the Instant Pot. You do need that moisture in there. They will tell you if it's burning. So I have a 6-ounce can of tomato paste, but I'm gonna use just half of that for now and see how it goes. I don't want it to be too tomatoey because there's also ketchup going in here. So I'm gonna do 3 ounces. Pour that in. I'm going to put my Instant Pot on high saute right now for this part. And I'm gonna clean my Instant Pot up because it's driving me crazy. I just cleaned it. Meat juice, meat water, beef water. So I just want to show you the fun stuff that I got recently. So I don't know if anybody have ever used these European dishcloths, but I love them so much. It's like a cloth, but it's spongy kind of, and it's biodegradable. So it's like this when it's wet. And you can use them for a little while. I put them in the dishwasher just like you would a sponge to clean it and sanitize it. But they have all kinds of really cute patterns on them. So this is a 5-pack. I think I got this for $10 or $9, but they last a long time. And the reason I like them is when you wipe your counters down, they don't leave water all over the counter. They get up, sop up every bit almost, and then you just let them dry for a second. Unlike a dish towel, you wipe the counters down and it just leaves puddles all over the place. So go out and get yourself some of these. I'll link it in the description for you if you want to go get them on Amazon. Another thing I got, which I'm gonna have to put you down, is a new whisk, because we're always breaking whisks around here. Check it out, check it out. It's flat, right? Oh, pretty awesome. But I'll link that in the description too, so you can get one because it is so awesome. I get pretty excited about kitchen gadgets. As you can see, I have lots of gadgets. So I'm gonna go ahead and start putting everything in. So I'm actually going to measure because I want to see what it tastes like at this measurement at the moment, and then I will adjust if needed. And then at the end, I'll have a recipe for you guys. So I'm doing a tablespoon of paprika. I love paprika. Do a tablespoon of chili powder for now. I like chili powder, so I might put more. I'm gonna put some more onion because I only used half of mine. I just don't have enough to chop up for later to put on top. So let's just say about 1/8 of a cup. I added half of an onion. Most recipes called for 1 whole medium onion, so we'll do that for now and see how it goes. A tablespoon of Worcestershire dub sauce, that's what I'm gonna call it. That Worcestershire in there. A tablespoon of yellow mustard, which I'm fascinated because I think that's going to be really good. Mama's hands are shaking. I had too much coffee already. 3/4 of a cup of mustard. I mean, 3/4 of a cup of ketchup. So I'm just using a 1/4 cup because that's what I got out. Excuse me. So salt and pepper. So basically everything's going in the Instant Pot on saute right now. I'm going to mix it up and then I'm going to do salt and pepper. Got everything in there that I need. I'm going to stir it all up. Oh, I can smell that mustard. I can smell it. I love that. You know how hard it is for me not to put beans in this? I have some that I could put, but I'm not going to do it. And it's also hard for me not to put a bay leaf because I put bay leaves in everything soupy. I think this is going to be good. I have all my ingredients on standby in case I feel like I need anything more. But we'll see how it goes. But I'll try to remember to keep track of everything that I put. I don't think I'm going to deviate too much from these ingredients since it was pretty common amongst all the recipes that I looked up. So everything's all stirred up. Looks weird. So I'm gonna close it up. I am closing it up, not gonna vent it. And I'm gonna put it on pressure cook. So cancel, saute, pressure cook. I think I'm gonna put it on the meat stew setting. Ultimately, what I'm always going for is about 30 to 40 minutes to make something like this. Because it is something that if you didn't think of it before, you get home and you can still put it together really quick and have dinner on the table in an hour. So that's why the Instant Pot is like your magic gadget. Your magic gadget. Magic gadget. Magic gadget. Gotta release that pressure. I always do that. Filters it a little bit. The dogs are very quiet today. Why are you so quiet? You're very quiet. Looks pretty good. I should have held back on that water, but I could fix that very easily. So let's taste it and see if I need anything more. I could smell that mustard though. Oh. I like that. That mustard is amazing. All right, so I did it for another 5 minutes, so a total of about 15, 20 minutes. That's including the pressure time that it takes to come to pressure. But if you put a little bit less water, maybe you could get away with 10, because it tasted pretty good after that. So I'm gonna add a little bit of cornstarch that I mixed up here. Stir that in and that should be enough. It was only about a tablespoon, so looks great. I don't know, I kind of like that because a lot of the recipes only called for 3/4 of a cup and I did about 2.5 when I was making the raw meat soup. Done. Got some chili in about 15 minutes or so. Prep time about less than 10 maybe. I got all my stuff out and it's awesome. So I'm gonna teach you how to do the chili Doguitos with flour tortillas. Okay, so I have my oil heating at the moment. I have a tortilla ready to go. And I have a hot dog. We buy the Costco dogs, they just taste pretty good and they're pretty cheap, so you're basically gonna make a taquito with this hot dog. I think my oil's hot, so then you're gonna fry it. little bit of an indulgent meal, but it's not really something we do too often. So get some tongs. I don't put toothpicks or anything in there, just put that open side down and it seems to work out pretty good. Okay, so now it's finished cooking. It's all brown and crispy. I cut it in half. And now you're going to layer it up with all the delicious chili and cheese and onions and whatever else you like on top. So here we go. There it is. I'm pretty excited about this. It's gonna be so good. Well, I successfully made some hot dog chili in my Instapot in about 10 or 15 minutes, give or take some water and some cornstarch. My bad. But I actually like the way it came out, the way it is. It'll work out perfect since I'm going to eat it with a knife and fork anyhow. But I do like the texture and the flavor is really good. And I'll post, like I said, I'll post those recipes in the scrippy, but I did modify a few things. So I will put that down there as well. And then I will also put instructions on how to make your Doguito. I've used flour and corn before and they're great both ways. It's such a good way to have them. It's odd looking and it's something different that maybe people don't do too often, but it's one of my favorite ways to have a hot dog rather than a bun. That's a little bit less, besides the frying part, but if you wanted to grill it, that would be really good too. And just a little bit of oil, that would work out great and you don't have to deep fry or fry anything. So I really hope that you like this recipe. I had fun making it for you. Enjoy! See you next time. You are so beautiful to me. You're everything I hoped for. You're everything I need. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see?